The world's oceans are breathtaking, but certain routes are notoriously dangerous, even for experienced sailors. Alongside powerful storms, strong currents, and hidden reefs, the most dangerous sea routes in the world also face geopolitical tensions that make navigation even riskier. Gulf of Aden. Located between Yemen on the Arabian Peninsula and Somalia in the Horn of Africa, the Gulf of Aden is one of the most dangerous sea routes in the world. It connects the Arabian Sea to the Red Sea and plays a critical role in global trade. It acts as a passage to the Suez Canal, which links Europe with Asia. The Gulf spans approximately 900 kilometers in length and 500 kilometers at its widest point. Its depth reaches up to 2,700 meters. This route is notoriously dangerous due to piracy, which has plagued the region for decades. Somali pirates frequently target cargo ships and oil tankers, often demanding ransom. Additionally, the area is influenced by the geopolitical instability in Yemen. In Yemen, ongoing conflict and unrest further increase security risks for vessels passing through these waters. Beyond the human dangers, the Gulf's geography adds to its challenges. Strong winds, monsoon seasons, and swift currents can make navigation tricky. Despite international naval patrols and increased security measures, the Gulf of Aden remains a high-risk route. Cape Horn. Located at the southern tip of South America, Cape Horn is where the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans meet. Known for its harsh weather, including violent winds, massive waves, and sudden storms, Cape Horn is one of the most feared sea routes for sailors. The waters are treacherous due to the cold Antarctic currents, which collide with warmer waters. It creates enormous waves that can reach up to 30 meters high. It is worth noting that during World War I, a German ship, SMS Dresden, sank here. The ship, which had been pursued by British forces, attempted to seek shelter but was eventually scuttled by its crew to avoid capture. Even in peacetime, the dangers of Cape Horn persist. Many ships have been lost to its stormy waters. Additionally, the geography of the Cape, with its narrow channels and towering cliffs, makes it challenging to navigate safely. It's easy to see why Cape Horn is known as a sailor's graveyard. Somali Coast. Located along the eastern shore of Somalia, the Somali Coast is one of the most treacherous maritime areas due to piracy. Stretching along the Indian Ocean, this coast is part of the larger Gulf of Aden region and sees significant international shipping traffic as vessels transit between the Arabian Sea and the Red Sea. The coastal waters here are marked by unpredictable weather and strong currents, which can challenge even experienced sailors. A well-known incident associated with this area is the hijacking of the MV Maersk Alabama in 2009, where Somali pirates captured the ship and held its captain, Richard Phillips, hostage. This high-stakes situation was resolved by U.S. Navy SEALs, whose successful rescue mission drew international attention and inspired the film Captain Phillips. This incident highlighted the persistent danger along the Somali coast. Additionally, the coast's natural conditions include intense waves, monsoon winds, and rough sea terrain, which further make it a perilous route for ships. The Northwest Passage. Exploring the Northwest Passage has been a treacherous undertaking throughout history. Ever since Martin Frobisher first theorized its existence in the 16th century, expedition after expedition has attempted to fulfill his vision and traverse this route between the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans through Canada's Arctic archipelago. Yet none succeeded until 1909, when Norwegian explorer Roald Amundsen accomplished it. The bad weather conditions and large chunks of floating ice often hindered their progress, eventually leading to failure. Unsurprisingly, crossing this path was considered nearly impossible for centuries. As an example of how hard it can be to traverse this waterway, in 1845, Sir John Franklin embarked on a voyage with 2 ships, HMS Erebus and HMS Terror, to discover a passage but was unsuccessful. Even now, modern vessels must have top-notch navigation equipment to find their way amid all the icy challenges hidden underneath these waters. It's impressive that despite the risk posed by those isolated waterways back then, someone like Sir John still dared to give it a go. Considering the various elements involved, tackling these icy waters is a challenging feat. Not only do you have to worry about hazardous conditions due to their composition, but predatory creatures such as polar bears and walruses threaten your safety if they detect danger or come too close. Navigating this region's harsh waters is important for navigation and survival, since food can be difficult. This is due to the callous climatic conditions that sometimes challenge hunting and gathering resources, such as water and firewood. However, with technological advancements like GPS tracking systems in recent years, it has become easier again for explorers who want access to these dangerous waters, though there are still numerous risks along the way. Bermuda Triangle. Also known as the Devil's Triangle, the Bermuda Triangle is a mysterious stretch of the Atlantic Ocean, bounded by Miami, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico. It covers approximately 500,000 square miles. Moreover, this area has earned a reputation for strange disappearances of ships and planes, with some incidents dating back over a century. The region's deep waters, strong currents, and sudden weather shifts make it challenging to navigate and have contributed to its mystique. The route is famous for many incidents, one of the main being the disappearance of Flight 19 in 1945. A group of 5 U.S. Navy bombers vanished during a training flight over the triangle, and the aircraft sent to find them also disappeared. This incident intensified public fascination with the Bermuda Triangle and inspired numerous theories, from magnetic anomalies to supernatural causes. No concrete evidence explains these disappearances. However, the combination of natural hazards, including deep ocean trenches, unpredictable storms, and the Gulf Stream, continues to make this region a daunting passage. Bay of Biscay. Navigating the Bay of Biscay can be a daunting task. It's located on the western coast of Europe between Spain and France, and is notorious for its strong winds, large swells, and sudden storms that have caused countless shipwrecks throughout history. Winters are especially treacherous when powerful gusts blow up huge waves, capable of flipping over much smaller vessels. Voyaging across the Bay of Biscay can be one treacherous journey. Even experienced sailors have had difficulty navigating this part of the ocean because of unpredictable weather patterns, especially from October to April, when gale-force winds are common and powerful storms may come out of nowhere. Plus, there are a lot of rocky outcrops that present more danger for ships sailing through, in addition to solid currents causing navigational issues. All these factors make crossing this body of water a complicated endeavor, even for veteran mariners who know precisely how to handle such hazardous waters safely and competently. Thousands still dare take on its wrath yearly to transport goods between Europe's major ports or sail continent to continent. Regardless. Black Sea. Bordered by Europe and Asia, the Black Sea is known for its complex geography and political tensions. Connected to the Mediterranean through the Bosphorus and Dardanelles Straits, it covers an area of about 436,000 square kilometers. Moreover, shifting currents and seasonal storms create hazards for ships, while its limited exit points can trap vessels during conflicts. The Black Sea is a geopolitically tense area, with overlapping territorial claims by Russia, Ukraine, and other countries, which can lead to conflicts that disrupt maritime traffic. The sea's depths and unusual underwater currents result in hypoxic, low-oxygen layers, making it one of the few seas where wrecks do not easily decompose. This combination of political, natural, and geographic challenges makes the Black Sea a dangerous yet intriguing route. South China Sea. The South China Sea is a large sea bordered by China, Vietnam, the Philippines, and Malaysia, covering around 3.5 million square kilometers. It's a critical route for oil and cargo, with over 1/3 of the world's maritime trade passing through its waters. The strategic importance of the South China Sea is immense. For that reason, the South China Sea is marked by geopolitical tensions, primarily due to territorial disputes over islands and reefs. Several nations claim these areas, leading to ongoing friction and occasional military confrontations. One notable incident in the South China Sea was the 2012 Scarborough Shoal standoff, where Chinese and Philippine naval forces faced off over disputed territory. Although the incident didn't escalate into open conflict, it showed the region's volatility and potential for dangerous encounters. In addition to these tensions, the sea's geography is complex, with hidden reefs and shoals that make navigation risky. Heavy traffic and unpredictable weather, especially typhoons, add to the hazards of this crucial yet turbulent route. Strait of Malacca. The Strait of Malacca is a narrow yet heavily trafficked route, stretching about 890 kilometers. It connects the Indian Ocean to the Pacific through the South China Sea. Bordered by Malaysia, Indonesia, and Singapore, this strait is essential for global trade. Over 100,000 ships pass through annually. However, its narrowness, reaching just 2.8 kilometers wide at its narrowest point, makes navigation difficult and increases the risk of collisions. Piracy is also a significant concern here, especially in shallow waters where pirates can swiftly approach vessels. In 2004, the MV Ocean Silver was attacked by pirates in the strait, an incident that highlighted the region's vulnerability and sparked increased security efforts. The strait is prone to oil spills, which can be disastrous for its marine environment and neighboring shores. Combined with shallow reefs and the dense traffic of large vessels, the Strait of Malacca remains one of the world's riskiest yet most crucial maritime passages. Drake Passage. Located between Cape Horn at the southern tip of South America and Antarctica, the Drake Passage is one of the world's most perilous sea routes. It spans approximately 800 kilometers wide and connects the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans and is notorious for its volatile weather. Other factors that make the Drake Passage challenging for vessels include strong winds, powerful currents, and massive waves that often reach over 12 meters. One notable incident in this region occurred in 2007 when the cruise ship MS Explorer struck an iceberg and sank. Thankfully, all passengers and crew were rescued. However, the incident highlighted the dangers of navigating this unpredictable route. On top of that, the convergence of warm and cold currents creates extreme turbulence. The iceberg drifts north from Antarctica and increases the risk of collision. Known as one of the most difficult sea passages, the Drake Passage tests even the most experienced mariners. The world's most dangerous sea routes are not only shaped by natural forces, but also by human challenges, such as piracy, geopolitical conflicts, and unpredictable weather. From the violent waters of Cape Horn to the politically charged South China Sea, these passages require skilled navigation and awareness of the threats that lie ahead. While modern technology and international cooperation have helped mitigate some risks, the inherent dangers of these routes remain. What do you think? Let us know in the comments if we missed any dangerous seas.